I'm not a lawyer, but I definitely saw the CNN video that was posted of Diddy and Cassie. And while I'm not going to play the video on my page, you should go to CNN.com if you want to see it yourself. I did want to highlight two things. Number one, if you go back to the civil lawsuit that Cassie filed against Diddy back in November, which was settled less than 24 hours after it was filed, page 22 may be a description of what is depicted in the CNN video. Page 22 says that in or around March of 2016, during an FO at the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Diddy became extremely intoxicated and gave Cassie a black eye. After Diddy fell asleep, Cassie tried to leave the hotel room, but as she exited, Diddy awoke and began screaming at her. He followed her into the hallway, yelling at her. He grabbed at her and then took a glass vase and threw it at her, causing glass to crash around them as she ran to the elevator to escape. Further down in the lawsuit, it says that upon information and belief, Diddy paid the Intercontinental Century City Hotel $50,000 for the hallway security footage from that event. Okay, so the second thing that I wanted to get into is that I get a ton of comments of people asking why victims sue for money instead of putting people in jail and pressing charges. Here's the lesson that I want you to know. When you or someone you know breaks a law, you've broken the state's law, which is why they can punish you by putting you in jail. Hence why it was the state of California versus Daystar Peterson or the state of Georgia versus Jeffrey Williams, because the allegation is that these people broke the state's laws. Now, if when you broke that law, you also victimized a person, that person can also sue you for compensation or for money for what you did to them. So the state makes you pay for breaking a law by putting you in jail, and a person can make you pay for victimizing them by suing you civilly. They both can coexist. And a victim has really no say-so on if the state is going to take you to trial and try to prosecute you for breaking their laws. So I say all of that to say Cassie suing Diddy back in November and that case settling has no bearing on if Diddy is also going to be charged for the alleged crimes he's committed. That's totally up to the state, and in this case, up to the feds. Did y'all follow that? So if you want to be paid for what someone has done to you, you gotta sue him.
Because P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.